I've been struggling with what to do in life in general, I guess. Now, before I continue, I don't want this to be a sob story, like come off as a sob story of woe is me, because my life is pretty solid compared to most. The place I live in, I pay super cheap rent because my family owns it. Blessed. Shouts out to them. I have a decent job that pays me more than I deserve. I make very solid money. I get to do fun stuff with it. I'm taking a vacation at the end of August to Japan. People dream of about that doing that the entire lives, and I get to do it. And I have a really good support system, good group of friends, family. Edwin, my boy, always telling me to lock the fuck in and make YouTube videos, or he will beat my ass. I am kind of scared, but there's something missing, and I'm not completely sure what it is. I got some ideas. Hear me out. One, it's because I'm not super rich, and I have to budget. Maybe that's it. Wouldn't hurt though if I won the lottery. Maybe it's because I basically lived in the same town my entire life. I turned 27 this year. And besides the year and a half where I lived 20 minutes away, I've lived in the same exact town my entire life. Maybe a change of scenery, fresh breath of air is what I need. Maybe it's the fact that I don't love my job anymore. It has become just a paycheck, which at one point I loved going to my job. Now I wake up and I'm like, fuck, I'd rather just play CS2 with my boy Skells. Am I good at CS2, you ask? No. Which, with my job being just a paycheck, this is what YouTube is supposed to be for. This is supposed to be my creative outlet. I recently posted a short about me being Spider-Man. Roll that, Ryan. I did get called fat in it, though. So, fuck you, guy. Maybe I need a wife and kids. Maybe that's what I'm missing. Fucking psych. Nah, I'm good. I got pug. Look at my boy. Look at camera. Look at camera. Look at camera. Look at camera. Yeah. No thought behind those eyes. This is my baby, though. I love this man's. Since I do turn 27 this year, I've been thinking about what's next in life, I guess you would say. What's the next chapter? Maybe I pull a Kevin Durant and I go join the Golden State Warriors. I guess it would be the New York Knicks at this point. Or the Spurs. Yeah, maybe I join one of those teams. Balling. Oh, wet. Like, oh. And I think my solution is to move. Which sounds wild out of nowhere. But the smart thing to do is save up money. I want to save up at least 6 months to a year worth of rent. So that's not something I would have to worry about. So, I did find this website. It's not sponsored. It's called mylifeelsewhere.com. And you compare your current state to the state you want to move to. Well, I don't know where the camera ends. So there's 3 states I've thought about moving to. 4 if you count my current. I did think about just moving elsewhere in Arkansas. But I've thought about Colorado, Missouri, and Ohio. And I do have reasons. So let's check out this website. Arkansas versus Colorado. Cost of living. Colorado is 24.8% more expensive than Arkansas, which isn't great. Food's more expensive. And it's not like super different. More in groceries. Eggs is kind of what I'm like, damn. And chicken breast. I'm like, damn. Hey, milk's cheaper by 11 cents. Falling on a budget. Milk sandwiches. Transportation. I would love to live in a walking city. But I do have a car, so that's not really matter. Housing's more expensive by a lot. Yeah, that's not ideal either. Who cares about childcare? Gym memberships one. That's probably the biggest thing in entertainment and sports. Clothing. I don't know the last time I actually bought a new pair of anything other than like basketball shorts because that's what I wear. Oh yeah, I'd basically have to make 10,000 more than I do now if I move to Colorado. Now, let's look at the quality of life. Live 4.5 years longer. Be 31.3% likely to be obese and 38.3% likely to have diabetes. I am considered obese. I'm a big bitch. And yeah, earn double. Damn, earn double. Fuck. Pay 2.9 times more for a home. 85.2% in rent. Make more money. You're less likely to be unemployed. Yada yada. Do you want up here, dude? Come on. Oh. You're being kind of annoying, dude. I love you. Be 28.2% more likely to be a victim of property crime. Love to see that. Yeah, so, Colorado's an option. I love the cold weather. I love the mountains. I love hiking. Me and Edwin need to go hiking again when you set that up, bud. I know you're watching because you always. Listen, I'm going on a tangent. What I think I love most about mine and Edwin's friendship is whenever either one of us uploads, we send a snap of us watching with the caption "Watching Peak" right now, and it's awesome. State 2 is Missouri. Now, why Missouri, you may ask? It boils down to one reason. I'm a huge Chiefs fan. Let's go Chiefs, baby. That's the only reason I have for Missouri. You pay a little bit less overall with restaurants, pay more in groceries, and that's mainly just fruits. Does look like tomatoes? Damn, it's almost damn. It's mainly fruits, onions, $60, 60 cents more. Transportation, very similar. It's cheaper apartment wise. I'd pay that. We don't care. Entertainment's cheaper, it looks like, except for movies tickets. Clothing's more expensive overall. But, that's for women. I don't care. Quality of life. You you earn more money, you pay more for a home, you live longer, your commute is longer, you're less likely to be a victim of a violent crime. You are 36.4% less likely to have a foreign born neighbor. That's a plus for some people. I don't really care, if I'm being honest. And you basically have to make the same. It's only 7.9% more expensive. Feel like that's not terrible. Now the last state that we don't need that anymore. Wait. Yeah, let's just see. Yeah, I'd make $451 more for the same quality of life I live now. I know that doesn't take into account that I pay super cheap rent. The last place we'll just see how much I gotta make is Ohio. Basically the same. Now Ohio, it's because I got a good friend, the guy I play CS2 with, who lives in Ohio. So that's it gets me out of Arkansas. It's a new change of pace. And Ohio's only 5.3% more expensive. Pay less in restaurants. Local cheese. boneless chicken and all the fruits and vegetables are more expensive. Not by a whole lot. Milk is cheap. Gas is more expensive. Public transport. I feel like that's for the big cities. Which I've never lived in a big city. It would be interesting. Pay less for apartments. Awesome. Less for entertainment. Cigarettes is $1.50 more. Damn, I'm glad I don't smoke. Less for clothing. Let's look at the quality of life. Live longer and make more money. Less likely to live below the poverty line. Less likely to be a victim of crime. Pay more for a home. Yeah, it seems like Colorado is definitely the most expensive place on my list. What if, listen, I'm going to Japan. What if I just stay there? How much cheaper is Arkansas to, or Japan to Arkansas? It's way less cheaper. Damn, maybe I should just stay. Konnichiwa, my dad. Kidding, I would not move to Japan. I don't. Dude, Alaska would be awesome. Is Arkansas the cheapest state at this point? Like, and I don't know how to bring it back to saying that I basically want to move. And I don't know if that's the smart play. Because look at this boy. He doesn't know what to do. He's supposed to be my wise man. Yondu, say something smart. What do you, if y'all ever move states in the comment by yourself, what did you do? Give me some advice, you know. I just, I don't know, man, you know.